Hello everyone, my name is Yuechen Li. You can call me Timo. So today I want to share my experience in my high school to be a choral conductor. So do you know the feeling of conducting a chorus in the Vienna's Golden Hall? It happens in my second year in high school. That was one of my proudest moments in my high school's class choral competition. In everyone's life, I believe that there always are some things that are important to you. You can change your attitude about something. You can make a deep impression in your heart. You can let yourself become positive and learn a lot. That's to say, your soul will grow up after experiencing. For me, this major thing is to become the old classmates' choral conductor and direct them in the fall of all the teachers and students of the high school in the campus class chorus competition. So, who was to be the director? My teacher asked her students in classroom. At the same time, I was fighting with myself. Timo, hold your hands up, I said in my heart, whispering. That's a chance to improve your ability and improve your confidence. But I don't think I can. I disagree with my voice. You know that I have stage fright. I will make everything bad if I go to the stage. Suddenly, this voice laughed and said, Now it seems that you have no choice. Why? I questioned myself, feeling confused. However, the next moment, when I returned to reality, I find that all my classmates point to me and said with laughter, That guy must be Timo. Yes, Timo's rhythm is very good. Then the teacher showed her finger, meaning quiet. After half of a meter, when all of classmates stopped talking, she asked me about my opinion. So, Timo, every classmate recommend you to be the director. What do you think? It was an unexpected situation to me, but in fact, it seems reasonable. The reason why all of my classmates chose me to be their choral conductor was because that I made a performance with a saxophone in the classroom for them in last term. What's more, the classmate who shouted my name with loudest voice was my friend of 3 years. We made friends with each other before the high school, and he knew that I didn't own a good sense of rhythm due to performing the saxophone. Nevertheless, the only predicament I faced was my small confidence. Even when the last time I performed in the classroom, my heart sweat profusely afterwards. I was worried to perform bad and make these people who trust me disappointed. Therefore, I knew my friend's purpose was help me overcome my demons. It is a saying that heroes are the people whose bodies aren't before consciousness. I finally decided to take charge of choral conductor, and I announced my decision. However, my left hand raised early than my mouth, even I didn't notice. In other words, I announced, it seems I must give it all I've got. I think. There were still 2 weeks to competition, and I began practicing the skill to direct others. Fortunately, my saxophone teacher was a choral conductor once, and he was willing to teach me how to direct well about half hour after my saxophone lessons. I told my mother that I was going to attend the campus class choral competition. She was amazed that I dared to take part in such activities, and then she gave me a hug. I personally felt that her body was shaking and something in her eyes was blinking. Every afternoon, all of my classmates stay at classroom instead of going to eat supper first. We practice the chorals at least 3 times each day. As for me, I spend extra of an hour every day in my room singing my arms to practice the skill. I use the phone to record my classmates' song and listen their song again and again, just like they were singing around me. By the way, my father loves watching TV every night, but during these 2 weeks, he did not use the television remote control anymore. He said that there was no interest program to watch, but I know that he did not want to disrupt me to prepare my significant event. So time flew in 2 weeks, and the campus class chorus competition came. The order of appearance was arranged according to the class number, and I was class 2. What this means for me and a classmate is there were hardly any classes to refer to. The only thing we needed to do was to make out ourselves the best. When the class 1 finished their song, I asked my classmates, "Are you ready?" "Yes!" they shout loudly. Once I go to the stage with my partner who was in charge of playing piano, thunderous applause was given from the audience. Maybe that was because our renting shallow-tiered cost, but what we were going to show them next were the main parts. After my classmates stood on the stage, we continued our song. I waved my arms and buttons skillfully and gracefully. At that moment, I feel like I was conducting a chorus in the home of Golden Vienna. Not only my piano partner and I were doing our best, but also the classmates behind us were singing as best as they could. Finally, the song ended, and I bowed low in front of the whole school. Not unexpectedly, the thunderous applause raised again. From this event, I grew up and learned a lot. I was grateful to those people who helped me in my turning point of my life. I became more confident and got going showing myself if given the chance. Every time when I hear that song again, this unforgettable memory refresh. Thanks a lot.